Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64 and welcome back to Sonic Forces. In the last episode we played some of the Avatar stages and today we're going to be finishing them up because there aren't too many left. Starting off with Capital City. Now this is a stage I didn't really enjoy when I was streaming, but once I went back and played it a couple times I decided, you know what, the stage is actually pretty cool just because of what's going on. Like, this stage honestly has become one of the most memorable stages in the game for me just because of the place in the story and what happens to make this level unique. So, for one thing, I hate all these laser firing things. They're really annoy me, but this whole gimmick where Infinite is just messing with your head the entire time you're going through the stage, it's brilliant. I mean, sometimes it's a little annoying, but for one thing, I love how Infinite's face is plastered everywhere. He's obviously obsessed with himself since he's gained all this power. And I never noticed that all these like gigantic black tentacles were just his arms, just destroying things in front of you to try and kill you. And it's just, it's such a cool idea. Like, I even like how they did it. Like, it works and it's fun, but I mean, there are some bits where the gravity feels a little weird and, you know, it's a little disorienting, but for the most part, it's really great, and it's, I don't know how else to say it, it's just cool. I'm not crazy about these laser bits, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still a really neat level. I like how you're running on the sides of buildings, and then on the tops of buildings. This over here is a little weird because I thought this was going to be a Mach speed thing, but it's just, you can walk in any direction you want, you can stop, you can just hang out on the side of the building. It's kind of like you're playing Sonic 06 or something, except I guess it's less scripted at that point. We have all these rails we can jump on. I think I went this way last time I recorded this and there was a red ring, but I jumped out of the way of it, so I'm gonna see if I can get that this time. Or maybe that was a different level. No, I was right. There it is. Look at that. One less thing I have to come back for. But oh, it's just so neat seeing his giant arms destroying this entire stage in front of you. Last time I played it, I fell down there and I saved myself with the Burst Wisp, and it was the most triumphant thing that I've ever seen happen in this game in my playthrough. And I was very proud of myself. However, you'll never get to see that, because it has been trashed since, because it was trash. Oh gosh, I'm trash. Also, I don't like how you can't really, for some reason, in the final boss fight, and in just things like this, I tried to readjust myself in the air there, and I couldn't really move, and I'm not sure why. I feel like I had better control over my movement in the air in most other Sonic games, like even Lost World. But I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles at this point. Can't really fight against what they've programmed into the game. Otherwise, I mean, maybe Lost World would have felt better. I would have loved it if someone just went in and reprogrammed that game to just play better, just handle better. I mean, I know that's asking a lot, but that game is just not very entertaining to me. I mean, I feel like that's the closest we've been. You're not my avatar. I don't like you. We're going to kill you ASAP. Pits, please. Give me a pit. Actually, you know what? Smash me, daddy. I can't believe I just said that. Alright, let's do this the right way. Back in Green Hill. And honestly, this is probably one of my least favorite stages in the game. It's at least my least favorite Avatar stage. I like what they did here. Like, my complaint with Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic is that Green Hill was just Green Hill and there was nothing different with it. This, however, like, it's got a lot of different elements to it. There's the giant crab trying to smash you the entire time, and it's still not visually too different, but they've at least done something different with the gameplay. I mean, I know we've had a chase in Green Hill Zone before, like we had the giant piranha, but that was on rails, like literally, and, well, at least I'm not dead. This is kind of like, I don't know, I like what they tried to do here, but I don't like that it's primarily in 2D. I feel like if this is a 3D Sonic game, we should have more 3D than 2D. And when I play this game, I almost end up feeling like I'm playing more in 2D than I am in 3D. And then, I guess this also calls into play the topic of controls again, because the bird has the double jump, right? I like that a lot. It's what I've been using, and it just feels good to me. The thing about that is, like, Sonic and the bird avatar, when they do the double jump, sometimes if you're not moving at a certain pace, you're just gonna die. You're just gonna fall in the pit and die if you don't have enough momentum, and it doesn't even feel like you need to be moving at a very specific pace. And I'm not sure I like that, because I feel like I should be able to correct myself with the double jump instead of you're not going fast enough, so the double jump is just going to erase how fast you were going at all and just throw you into the pit. It just, I feel like it shouldn't work like that. I feel like Lost Worlds actually worked a little bit better, and that's one of the only compliments I will give to that game. Besides the fact that maybe that's the closest we've gotten to adventure, formula, gameplay, and level design in a long time, but doesn't mean anything if the game doesn't control right, and this game is like right on the edge of not controlling well enough for me. Like, I can play it and it's fun. There are just so many points in this game where I almost just smash my head into my desk and say, that was not my fault. Like, this shouldn't have happened. And I feel like that's irritating for anyone, not just me, right? And I'm sure you could probably tell me about your moments where you've had with this game similar to that. So, I mean, if you have experiences like that, please tell me, because I would love to hear about them. Because honestly, some of them make me laugh. Like that water slide thing from the last episode, it's just like, it's comical how bad it was trying to get through that. Alright, next up we've got Imperial Tower, and this is our last stage for today. How do I feel about the stage? Kind of mixed. I like what they did with this stage, it's pretty interesting. I like how you can use your different powers to get around through it, like I was saying before. It's just this stage has a lot of problems with the platforming that I was mentioning before. Like, the double jump especially. I don't know how it is for other avatars, because I haven't really taken any other avatars through the stage yet. But it's just, I find myself trying to double jump into certain places onto platforms, and I just get killed over and over again. So what I end up doing is taking burst in here, and just getting up here, and trying to use this to my advantage. But once I'm on the ground, I get extremely nervous, because I feel like the double jump just goes really, it's just really awkward sometimes. Sometimes you get a lot of momentum from it, sometimes it kills all of your momentum. And that means either way you're going into a pit if you're not being careful, and I'm not sure how crazy about that I am. This is also the only stage that has wall jumping in it, and I feel like it's a really weird place to put in a new gimmick, you know, right at the end of the game. There's also an insta-kill laser here, and I didn't know it was an insta-kill laser the first time I played it because I was not going too slow. So, on subsequent playthroughs, I actually hit a place where I got hit by the laser and I had no idea why I died. Or maybe that was during the stream? And then the other thing about the stage is you have to pay attention to jumps, and I thought I was in a different place. Sure glad there's no live system in this game. But, yeah, it's just, I don't know, this part's a bit weird for me. The laser's not that hard to get away from. They kind of make it feel like you're slowing down or something at the very end, because they added a little section where the laser catches up with you no matter how fast you're going. And at first I thought I was just going slower than the first time I played it. Why? That double jump in action. Pretty good, right? I'm at least grateful for the burst wisp here, like I said, but not when I run out of it. Very finicky sometimes. That's really my only problem with the Avatar, is that sometimes some things feel a little bit weird. But for the most part, it's really a joy to play these levels. So, I mean, I like this stage a lot more than I like Green Hill, or what was it called, Guardian Rock. That stage just really annoys me. I know this is primarily, if not all, 2D. I think it's completely 2D, actually, now that I think about it. But it's just like, I seem to have more fun in this stage regardless. I think it's so different and it encourages speed. And I guess once you get to know this level like the back of your hand, it might be really fun to try out the different wisps and see which one suits your playstyle to get by all these obstacles and avoid that death laser, because that's getting a little close for comfort. But I think we're almost at the end, which is good. Yeah, here we are. So once you hit this part, you're pretty much safe, but my anxiety doesn't let me stop until the very end, so... Yep, close calls, and then we fly into the sun. You know, a normal Tuesday. Oh, be quiet with your SOS missions, I'm not gonna help you. Alright, that's all I wanted to show off for today, so if you like this video and you're not subscribed already, please make sure you do so you can follow me and keep up with all things Sonic Forces and some things that aren't Sonic Forces, because I do a lot of things. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you guys next time.